Yeah, so we're going to start this one. We can see this is for bits and bobs. So we're going to set up with Wizard, select our supplier, and search in here. So we have bits and bobs, click our tick, and then create. So again, we can see the system's picked up that this is an invoice. That's popping up over here. So how do we know this document is from bits and bobs? So we can highlight the supplier's logo, or if you wanted to, you could have highlighted this over here for bits and bobs.
So next then to highlight on the template will be this one here. So how do you know the correct branch from bits and bobs? So you can see there in brackets, it's optional. When you would use this is, say, for example, you have a bits and bobs euro account or bits and bobs US dollars account, how you can distinguish between the two suppliers. If the supplier sends you invoices in the same kind of format, so say they look like this, but it would say up here, it would say bits and bobs euros or bits and bobs dollars or whatever, you can use this optional one to highlight that. It can only be done across one individual line, so you can't like highlight an area like this. It would have to be just one line.
Okay, and should you use that often, or is there any specific cases?
I only would really recommend using it for the example that I gave there, so that if the supplier invoices look the exact same and it is two separate branches, other than that, you, like it says there, it's optional. So like I know, for example, on this supplier that we don't have another account, so I would just skip it when I'm doing the template on this one.
So we can see the system has already picked up the invoice number and it's looking to the right. It knows that this is the document date and it's just looking in that location. Again, if you wanted to do it with a key, you can delete the selection and do it again. So now we have our keyword looking to the right and picking up the date. Just delete that. So this is for our purchase order number. We can see a PO number here. So we'll highlight this. And it's picking up PO hash, looking to the right, and we have our number, which is perfect. So next we're going to do our invoice table. So we have our quantity. You can see I'm bringing this box down as far as here.
Yeah.
So these fields are empty, but the supplier might decide the next time they give you an invoice, there's more items ordered, to put stuff in here. They could again make it longer again. So as I have already explained, that if we have this box drawn down to here, our system will calculate the distance between the start of, or sorry, the end of this box and the start of the next box. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Perfect. Okay, so we don't have a part code, so we'll just skip and go on to description. So again, it's keeping the height. I'm just determining the width, unit price, and the value is our amount. So we can see here our total goods is picking up a subtotal to the right. There's also a subtotal down here. So just to show you the difference, if it was only showing up like this, you can highlight it this way. And we have subtotal and it's looking down because it's underneath it. So again, with the VAT, it's just highlighted the area. That information may move if there's more line items. So we're going to do VAT and down. And the same again with the total. We'll just delete that and we'll do total and down. So if they do move, we'll still be looking for our keyword.
Yeah.
Okay. And then check our supplier rules. We have our approval required. This is actually processed by a purchase order number. So we can change this here. And finish template.